Hey guys, Chaos here. Um, Basically, what I got. I'm sorry if the thing gets a little bright in the background, but so I'll show you something I've been working on here. These here are potatoes, obviously, because you can read. There's lettuce right here, just normal lettuce. Tomato. I don't recall what the exact brand is, but these here have been really something that have been here for quite a while. Green peppers, more tomatoes, lots more lettuce. Here and far between, there's some plants that are still there, some are dying out. Not real sure what to do with that. I'm probably gonna save the tomatoes and the sweet basil. There was lavender, chives, beans, stuff like that. But I put this reflective. I put some aluminum foil down because it keeps the birds out of it. For those that don't know, when you take a reflective, farmers will use a tire hubcap. There's some beans there. That one was dead, but I've been using plant food and brought her back from life. All sweet watermelons, I just planted those. Mustard spinach, that's been around for a while. Just trying to figure out how to put these all somewhere. These over here are peas. These here are marigolds. And right in this row here, there's some more mustard spinach, but there was beans and tomatoes. They didn't work out apparently. This here is just a head of lettuce I cut up for the tortoises, and I'll be dipped. You throw her in the pot and let her go. These here are garden beans, all of them. These here are sugar peas. And for those that don't know, I live in Wisconsin, so I can't stand Wisconsin, but no matter where you live, you won't like it, so I just kind of deal with it. Might as well stay close to family. Family's all I got. So right here is cantaloupe, and then right here is Jubilee watermelon. And for those that don't know, Jubilee is the long oval-like plants. What I've been doing lately is I've been recycling my milk jugs to accommodate, I guess, a redneck version of a topsy-turvy. Those of you that haven't seen topsy-turvy, look it up on Google. You'll hear all kinds of things. Girlfriend and I just got getting this house, so we're just doing some landscape, doing this, doing that, and there's some catnip there. We're not real sure what to do in here. She'd like to do a pond back there, kind of have it like a river fall, maybe even a bridge over here or something. We're not really sure yet. It's a work in progress. It's all money. So, but right there is peppermint, spearmint, sweet mint, chocolate mint, and lemon balm. Otherwise it's all just this, and it kind of looks a little ugly right now. So, where you have some pine trees growing in, and sorry if the camera's a little shaky. I'm a little new at this. This is a rose. Well, we believe it's a rose plant because it has thorns. Not entirely sure. Don't really care at this point. Here's some metal from off of the roof. I'm doing the roof up top of the house. This here is believed to be another rose plant because it has thorns. For those that haven't tried it before, get you one of these flexible hoses. Man, they are so light. You'll like it every time. And right in here, there's going to be asparagus. So that's going to be our own little asparagus plant. That's what was there. But I'm not a fan of those. They're pretty ugly. Here's a lavender plant. That was originally a bush. Same as that. And all throughout here is a lot of lilac. Just different things here. This is a pear tree. And that was originally a pine tree, which is now down there. If you couldn't see it, I'm sorry, but looks like there's another lilac here. This was originally, I tried to revive it. This one here, when we got here, the guy didn't really seem too eager to take care of the plant, so you know, we chopped it down little by little and found out that that whole big piece there is just dead. What I've been doing is taking the little stuff, little by little, take stuff out, put it elsewhere. That used to be a stump, and basically all we can do at this point is, you know, I didn't want to kill the tree, so I relocated it, and seems to be doing fine. There's another little guy there. We're not real sure if that's the actual lot line. We're gonna get it surveyed, but my main point to doing this video is just one, for something to do, but two, if anybody has any ideas, feel free to let them out. You know, don't ever feel stupid because of something that you suggest. I always used to be that way in school. I thought, well, shit, I don't want to sound like an idiot. Well, the thing is, the only question that you're going to ask that someone else thinks is dumb is one that nobody will understand, or nobody else will ask. You know, we're doing a lot of lilac bushes and that, so, you know, that's going to be all repetitive and that. But I wanted to show you a nice little tool. And, bugs everywhere here. There's my OBD2 port right here, okay? And I run this thing called a blue driver. If you don't know what that is, I urge you to look it up on either YouTube or Google. It's a really, really useful tool. I'm not a certified mechanic, but I know my way around an engine. If it has an engine, I've either touched it, will be touching it, or have fixed it. 4-cylinder, 2-cylinder, motorcycle, moped, chainsaw, lawnmower. Something I really like doing is making my own stuff. And as you guys can see, I kind of I trimmed myself here. The girlfriend says it looks better when I have hair. I think it looks better when I don't have hair, and when I get hot, I get crabby. So easiest way to deter that is, well, have no hair. So basically what I'm going to do here is turn the key on, and as you guys will see, there is a check engine light. And I'm going to turn that music off so it doesn't get deleted off my channel. Right there's a check engine light, as you guys can see. This here is the TPMS, tire pressure system. TPMS is tire pressure monitoring system. Different places call it different things. Wherever you want to take it, that is up to you. What I suggest, if you have an older vehicle, I mean, this is a 2008, okay? It's not in excellent condition, but considering how we got it, considering how I eventually got it, there was a huge sacrifice that had to be made in order for me to get it. And, I'm a family of 3 boys, and I'm the only one left. So that sacrifice is real. What I have found on that check engine light is there used to be what was called an EVAP. It's emissions vehicle. I'm not real sure exactly what it stands for. I'd have to do some more research on it. I used to know all this stuff right offhand, but I haven't been touching a whole lot of vehicles lately. And I'd be more than willing to look it up and do all that for everybody else. But, long story short, this is my first YouTube video. And I wanted to make it seem so that people know where this is going to go. Okay? I'm a very outdoor person. I love anything that I can fix, create, invent. I would love to do some more YouTube about per se, making my own vehicle, making a race car, how to break everything down, how to follow the regulations. There's a racetrack less than 5 miles away from me, and it's nothing special. It's a dirt track, but it's something that eventually I'd like to do. And right now the girlfriend and I kind of have a disagreement of what I should do for a job. I don't want to make this a publicized thing where, oh, my girlfriend and I this, my girlfriend and I do that. It doesn't matter. Not everybody needs to know that, okay? My point to this is I want to make an educational, if anybody has any questions. I know a lot about cars. There's things that even mechanics would be scratching their head with, okay? And I've figured out. And, I went to call a shop and say, hey, this is what the vehicle's doing, this is that, this is this. And they said, well, just bring it in. And I said, well, I want to know what it is before I bring it in. I need to know, you can inspect it, do whatever you want, except if it's going to involve money, I want to know about it. And that's when I had started my own business. And I'll be honest, I didn't know a lot about business. So it wasn't very successful. But I have started I've started looking at things that I do accomplish, and I suffer with depression and all this other. I can go on about days about what I have, what I don't, what my strengths, what my weaknesses, that type of thing. But it's not going to be a very appealing video for viewers. Unless you like that sort of thing, then hit me up. Long story short, I'm a constant thinker. For every one thing that I may see, like I'm looking at the trash on my floorboards. I see a Taco Bell. It's like, well, now I'm throwing in my head, oh my God, I would really like an empanada. And for other people, that's a little too much, per se. But it's all really how you jive with whoever you're with. My girlfriend and I have done a lot. We've experienced a lot. We've been through a lot. And sometimes I wake up and wonder how she's still next to me. But it's one of those things that I can't quite tell you, because it's going to vary on your situation. like I'm doing the roof, and I mean, there's things that I've done that have hurt our relationship, and I don't know if something like that would be something that people would be interested in watching. But I guess if you see this video, I'm just starting out, so it may seem like a little bit rambunctious or stuff like that, but any type of car repair, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. If I do a car repair, if I do a upgrading system or stuff like that, I don't know what people are gonna want to watch. I know what I would want to watch, and that's Scotty Kilmer is a very good source for any automotive questions. I usually watch Scotty Kilmer because he's got a lot more content. But Eric the Car Guy has very good content as well. And eventually what I'd like to do is, potentially get as big as what Chris Fix is. Chris Fix is a very informative channel. That's something that if I start thinking about upgrades, I kind of look at his channel. I kind of review what he does, what he did, and like coilovers on a Mustang. Would I do it? No, but the fact that he has it for a drift, he calls it the drift stang. And this is not being promoted in any way. I just wanted to say, who he is, and I am subscribed on my other YouTube channel, but not this one particularly. I will be, but the way that I want to take this YouTube route is, I'm not looking at making money. I'm not looking at creating tons of content. I'm hoping in my days that I feel down with my depression, I can do some interviews on the girlfriend and maybe even, see what her challenges are with a person like me. Not everybody can handle it. So I guess what I'm saying there is, always make sure that you give credit when credit is due. And if I could say one thing about my girlfriend that would sum up everything about us and her all in together, I'm afraid phenomenal is not even an accurate word. She's been through a lot, and so have I. But I guess where I'm going with this is that, if people have any ideas or things that they would like to see, by all means, comment on it. Tell me what you would like. I know a lot about anything handyman, really. I know a lot about making birdhouses and all kinds of different things. I'm hoping to do a patio by the fire pit, which I will end up showing you here, just because I'm hoping you guys can kind of get an idea of how many things we're kind of doing right now. It's a little rambunctious, but here are the lilacs. Just a big stream of lilacs, and thanks to my mom and stepfather, we got a good year's supply worth of firewood. There used to be a framing around that. If I show you over here, this is the framing that used to be around it. the guy didn't do a bad option of it. It's just one of those where it was kind of time for a change. I think that was put there when he had originally been here, and I feel as if, you know, it shouldn't be vertical. Maybe it should be horizontal, if anything. But each his own, I guess. There's some more lilacs. This is a bunch of raking that I did. Nothing special, just, you know, a lot of these trees are very tilty and dead. So a lot of them are coming down. This one here is coming down. In my area, you cannot take oak down out of season. Why, I don't know. If you see this black spray paint, it's because it's 4 feet from the ring to that line. And that's going to be all patio. This here, all these rocks are going to come out. You know, eventually it will look really nice. But unfortunately, it's going to have to look like this for now. But that is 4 feet exact. And the reasons why I did that is, well, my girlfriend is in Girl Scout as a leader. And again, not promoted. I don't know if I'm going to ever do promotions on this channel at all. I mean, it would be nice, but the thing is I don't need it. You know, I guess where we're going with this is that the girlfriend does Girl Scouts, and in order for her to bring children here and have a fire pit, to make it a certified Girl Scout fire pit, meaning the safety regulations of, you have to have minimum, okay, if you trip from here, okay, even if you're like 9 years old, you're going to have enough distance to stop yourself before you actually fall into the fire. And the fire pit itself is not a bad fire pit. I think the guy's heart was in the right place. I do like that he kind of did the things that he did, but you know, no disrespect to him, he was getting older. It's believed that his wife passed away in this home, so whether he does or doesn't have an emotional attachment, or detachment even, you know, everybody deals with grief differently. These all used to, this big spot here, that big spot there, and that big spot there used to be a 3 of those bushes. So again, they're ugly. So we put lavender in there. The girlfriend is obsessed with lavender. Basically, I told her like this: you pick it, I stick it. These are lilacs. Again, these all used to be, of what I'm going to show you, they all used to be bushes. So this is a lilac. And this is going to be a L.A. Dreamin' hydrangea. Same thing with that one. And I don't recall what it's called, but this is some sort of hydrangea, but it's like a cherry something. I don't remember. This here is, again, one of those L.A. Dreamin'. And that one's left there because the dogs are very, I don't know what you'd call them, dumb. There's another lilac there. A lot of this stuff on this backside is pretty horrendous. But it's a work in progress, and it's not going to get all done in one day. So I'm going to let you guys go with this one. Let me know what you guys think, and we will take this in a direction that is positive, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.